कराची के मकामी होटल पर रिसेंटली लॉन्च किया गया नोकिया का लेटेस्ट स्मार्टफोन नोकिया N8। नोकिया N8 में बेशुमार फीचर्स शामिल हैं, जैसे कि 12 मेगापिक्सल कैमरा, हाई क्वालिटी वीडियो, हेनरी मटीला, हेड ऑफ कैटेगरी मार्केटिंग ने इस स्मार्टफोन को इनॉग्रेट किया। बहुत से लोगों ने इस लॉन्च को अटेंड किया और नोकिया N8 को बेहद पसंद किया गया।
Hi everyone, we're here with Henri Matila, who is the head marketing of mobile computers and is working with Nokia for the past 11 years. Prior joining Nokia, what's your work experience before that?
I was spending a few years actually in the chemical industry, working in the middle Central Europe, so in Germany and Austria, doing some finance stuff. And then I think that was the time when kind of the mobile business was booming, so I wanted to be part of something more exciting than the oil and the resins, and that's why I moved then to Nokia.
The Nokia N8, which you launched today, is Nokia's first device to be integrated with QT. Does it make it different from the rest?
Well, actually, it's not the first. So QT being around a little time. I think the whole thing, what we try to do is to make it easier for the developers develop the applications on the Nokia's devices. And as we see from the industry, the whole business is going to the direction where people want to have a lot of apps, and we just try to make it more easier for those people who develop.
Okay. So especially in this region, a lot of other phones like iPhone, HTC, and BlackBerry are like taking over. So do you think N8 would be a success over here?
Well, already I've seen some early signs from the first markets where we have launched the N8 in the Middle East and Africa, so like in the UAE and Saudi. And so far they actually have sold out from every single store, so I think that's quite promising start. And I think if you compare, for instance, the design for some of the competitors, so I think we are also bringing the fancy colors back, which we used to actually have in the past with the N series.
Introducing the new Nokia N8. The Nokia N8, what will you do with it?
In our region, especially in Pakistan, BlackBerry, HTC, iPhone has really taken, there's a monopoly of them over here. So do you think N8, which you just launched just now, a while back, do you think N8 would be a success over there?
Well, I think first of all, the monopoly is a little bit strong word when you speak about a brand which have about 40% market share in smartphones, so I think the monopoly is more on our side. Like I said, I think looking at the early indications from the first markets where we have already launched the N8, like in UAE or Saudi, where we actually have sold out the stock, so I think we have a success in our hands.
Okay. A lot of phones earlier claimed to have television access in them, but is this one guaranteed?
Well, I think when we talk about a TV, we have to understand a little bit different technologies what we have. So we have so-called DVB-H, which is basically broadcasting the normal TV to a mobile. That used to be part of some of the older devices like N96, and now basically the functionality is offered in the headset. So if you want to have that DVB-H, you can get it through the headset. You ready?
It's not technology, it's what you do with it. That's what really impresses us, makes us laugh out loud, or wonder, how do they do that? Hamster-powered phone charger. Genius. The Nokia N8. What will you do with it?
Okay, how do you see the future of the telecom according to global perspective?
Well, I think what we already seen happening in the industry is more and more features, more and more functionalities are coming into the mobile, and I think that's driven by the natural thing that this is probably the only device or only thing you have, which A, you carry always with you, and B, if you forget at home, you actually go back home to pick it up. So I think what we already navigation, the question of time, what else we actually able to bring, this kind of developing is still going to happen. I think the other interesting thing is like how close to the actually we get. So I think the only thing now missing from the real, I mean, if you compare these devices to the real computers, is the big screen and the input. And I think if you're able to solve the input by the other methods, for instance, I think speak would be the most natural one. And if you're able to overcome the size of the display with alternative technologies like projection, I think then you practically see, you know, a real computer in your hand. And I think I just read an interesting article sometimes back that actually the computing power what we have now in these devices is actually more than what NASA used to have at the time when they sent the first man to the moon. It's very nice to meet you too. Thank you. Thank you.